One thing that we just added to our GOHUNT app on our phone are unit profiles. What a unit profile is basically a book report. So when you get into the research section of the app and you get to the results, you can click on a specific unit and it will pull up a write-up as a bunch of narrative, a bunch of things that explain what the terrain's going to be like, or what the habitat is like. You know, animal behavior gets explained in these, and it also has a bunch of data underneath the season sections, so you can compare harvest success, you can compare tag allocation. A bunch of different data points are on these unit profiles, and they're handy because you can use all of that data to compare these units and figure out which one of the units that you're hunting is better. Prime example is in Nevada. A lot of times they have what's called a unit group. You'll draw a permit that is valid in 5 or 6 units. You don't have the ability to hunt all of them. You can go in and read through each one of those units and figure out which one you want to spend your time and dedicate to. Another key section to a unit profile is the bottom of them, where members can comment with other members and drop questions, or they can answer comments. That's a key place. You can go through and read those and you can get up-to-date information. A lot of times members will comment that a road got closed, or there was a mudslide that closed this section of a road and it inhibits access to a particular area. And so a lot of that information is valuable when you're going into the field. So unit profiles are a part of our product that I use a ton. They're written by people that have experience in that unit. So these unit profiles are a key way to differentiate which unit you should be spending your time on. So I want to walk through an example of that. We're going to jump in. I've got my filters on my app set. I'm in Colorado elk. I'm going to dive into third rifle over the counter, and it's going to bring up all the units. You'll see there are 77 different results, and I'm going to adjust real quick the sort. Versus being alphabetical, I'm going to sort by harvest success. What that's going to do is list the unit that has the highest harvest success top to bottom, and you can notice we've still got the 77 results, and there are just, you know, that's a lot of units to try and decipher through. So I'm just going to jump into a couple of unit profiles and just show you what it is. You tap unit profile and it'll pull up. You'll notice all of that narrative that gets populated. It's got moon phases here. It's got trophy potential is all there. And so you can start to read through different terrain, vegetation. The access section is something that I read through every time. That's going to tell you different trailheads, different roads that you can get into different parts of the unit. Camping, lodging oftentimes will indicate campgrounds if you're going that way, or hotels. A lot of times, like a third season, particularly in November, gets cold. A lot of times hotels are a great option. It's got weather, so you can plan and prepare that. And then it talks about a lot of animal behavior. So we're underneath the elk section. It's talking about first rifle, second rifle, and then we get into the seasons, and you can start to see the tag allocation, or we're looking at third season, so it's going to have hunters surveyed. So we have a bunch of data around how many hunters are typically hunting in the field, and then we get into that success rate. And so I jumped into this unit. It's averaging, you know, between 15 and 20% harvest success on an over-the-counter unit. That is pretty good, honestly. And so that's a data point that I look at when I make that decision. And then, like I say, you get down into the comment section. And you can see this particular unit profile has 140 comments on it. And so you can comb through those. You could jump in and just ask right away, hey, looking into this for an over-the-counter hunt going into this year. And people will get that notification, and they'll respond to it, and you'll be able to connect and interact with different members and get answers to questions you might have without having to dive into hunting forums and all of that jazz. So pretty valuable. Like I say, go ahead and check it out on the app. It's underneath the research section. Jump in, apply some filters, start looking at the results, and then click into these unit profiles and read and get up to speed on each of these units across the West. Again, these unit profiles have always been a key part of our product. It's based on a lot of user feedback and people wanting these unit profiles. It's something that differentiates our app from just a mapping app. It really gets into being a hunting app. You can plan, you can prepare, you can filter, you can learn about these units with these in the mobile app. So if you have any questions about them, drop them below in the comments. We'll get back to you. If you have any suggestions, drop those as well. We always listen to our members and the users on our app. We try and build what people want, give people what they want and what's useful in the field.